So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I change my POO sleeves from 90mm to 100. And kind of some of the tips and maybe tricks, really just things to avoid while changing them. The first thing I noticed when changing them is that the screws strip extremely, super easily. So you guys really have to be careful. One of the first things that I was going to do was use this right here. Do not use this. If it spins too fast, you guys are going to end up stripping the screw 100%. When you order the POO sleeves, it comes with additional screws, and then it also comes with this hex key or Allen key. It's impossible to kind of use this. The screws are really tight, so when you guys are trying to turn, you feel like this is going to break. So what I ended up using was just a smaller Allen key, and I used this key just to kind of loosen them manually, just to loosen all the screws. I went around one by one, and then once they were loose that way, I ended up just switching over to this. It's just a lot easier to turn, faster turns. I will say, whenever you guys are turning the screws, make sure that this is flush with the screw. Otherwise, you can even strip them just doing it manually as well. So always make sure you guys have nice pressure while you're turning. So I ended up loosening the screws with this first all the way around, and then after that, this really was the best way to kind of undo all the screws. When you guys are undoing the screws, as you'll see in the video, once the wheel is ready to come off, you usually hear kind of like a little pop, especially when you undo that last screw, and that's when you know you're ready to remove the POO sleeve. So really, I suggest these two tools. It's the easiest way to do it. Don't use the drill. This one right here, I just feel like it's gonna break, honestly. And then aside from that, sometimes you can remove the POO sleeves. If you do find it to be too hard, it's also very easy to remove. All you need is a hammer. I just put a sock just so I wouldn't bang the actual motors, and really just tap it very lightly and they just pop out, and you'll hear that click once they pop out. So really, this is all you really need. It's very straightforward, but you could have a little bit of a hard time just trying to kind of get a good grip at unloosening those screws in the first part. So I'll show you a video of me just doing that. It'll be a little bit fast forward, and maybe I'll slow down in certain parts. Now I did change my wheel yesterday, and I actually took it out for a ride this morning to work, and I mean it does feel way different, and I'm not as concerned if I hit a minor pothole that I'm going to be messing up my tires. I think that's one of the biggest things with these 90s is after a while, especially once you start to really wear the tires down, what ends up happening is all these screws here just start getting hit with little rocks and pebbles, and when you try to undo that, I mean you can't. So definitely one of the biggest benefits of the 90s is you don't have to, of the hundreds, is that you don't have to worry about that too much. I'm still keeping my 90s because I need these for when I convert my board over to the 3D factory. I ordered trucks from Trampa, and everything came at the same time, super fast. I think it came in like 3 days, which I was surprised. I'm over here in the US. So when you order it, you just order your trucks. 3D factory, I'm just kind of waiting on my hubs. Once that arrives, then I could reinstall my 90 millimeters and kind of do the whole conversion kit. And then you also get your wheels. So these are 6.5. I mean, they're pretty solid wheels. Definitely can't wait to do these. And then, so you order each wheel individually, and then you also order each tube individually as well. So I'm just waiting for 3D Factory. For some reason, my package is stuck in LA. I know with COVID and all of that stuff, it's probably going to be a while till I actually get them. But hopefully within a week or two, they'll arrive in the mail, and I'll be able to just do that whole conversion kit. One of the things I've heard is that, you know, the Meepo doesn't have that strong kick, and to be honest, I'm not riding pretty fast anyways. I live in New York. The roads are not great, so for me it's fine. I take that risk of removing some speed to add a little bit more comfort and security. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.